Hey guys, welcome to a rig showcase. I've never actually done one of these before. So today I'm doing one. So this is my rig. Never before seen, so it's pretty new. About this rig, let me say beforehand, it's nothing fancy, just a lot of features and stuff and things I plan to do. Let me show you some of the stuff. It's FK right now, but eventually it will be IK. I don't really use IK, so that's one of the reasons why it's not IK right now, because I use mocap, so you know, all I need is the joints for that. But it will be IK compatible. It might be right now, I'm not sure, haven't really checked. I've checked with previous things. You can see that I'm on version 55 because I've incrementally saved over the weeks a lot. Very smooth in the chest. I use hyper NURBS for a lot of this stuff. You can turn it off and on, and the body parts and stuff, so like legs, body and stuff, you can put that on. Doesn't really show anything, you won't really see any difference. So yeah, very nice things I've learned and done. I thank all the people on Skype that I have in my animators chat. Very helpful, man. Guys, I'll put you guys in, I guess, the credits or something. I don't know, I don't really do credits, but so you may be asking why Steve's eyes are black and stuff, and where are his eyebrows and stuff. We'll get to that. Like I said, there's a lot of features to this. Yeah, let me show some leg bends really quick so that way you guys know what you're up for. You can turn these off and on. They're not perfect, but they work, so take that. You can see there's like some distortion there. I don't know if it shows up in the render or not. It kind of does, but I'll fix that. This is not a purchase rig at all. It's just a showcase for a rig that I may put on for purchase eventually. But for right now, maybe version 10, version 9, I might, you know, make it available for purchase. But right now I just want to add as many things as I can to it, make it as good as I can, and then when I'm finally happy with it, you know, it'll be up there, it'll be for purchase, and you guys can have fun with it and stuff. But for right now, it is, you know, it's just in development right now. I haven't really done much with it, and I'm rushing because, you know, I have a timed thing. I have to do a lot of stuff later, so okay, let's get on to it. So, and let me do the arms really quick. Sorry. Do the arms. That's not it. Right elbow. There we go. And that's with that. It looks bad. It really does look bad. Again, I'll fix some of this stuff. Oh, okay. It looks bad in the editor, but it's not actually bad. I'm gonna figure out a way to fix that, but it's not bad in the editor. And this is without hyper NURBS. With hyper NURBS, you can see that it looks a lot better in the editor. So it just depends on what you want to do with that. So I don't really know. You do see kind of like a texture thing, but it's not much. So whatever you guys feel is best. I'll try and fix this best I can, but right now this is how it's gonna stay. Again, this isn't for purchase until I actually fix a lot of the stuff. So I just want to show, you know, what I use, so that way people don't have to ask when I do get into stuff. Okie dokie. So let's get on to the good stuff, right? Good stuff. Features. All user data. Look at all this. Look at this. Looking good. Okay, let's start. Size, basically, you know, just sizing Steve up. Eventually I want to make like a child preset, so that way you can quickly turn them into a child, turn them off. Right now, because in children you usually see that they have bigger heads than the body, so I may have a secondary feature to size the head or something. I don't really know yet, so just keep that 1, not 1.5, 1. Oh, using the number CAD. There we go. So keep it at 1. It's all good. Right eyebrow, bam. Left eyebrow, bam. These are to keep the eyes off. If you want a sort of like zombie look, I guess you can get like some of the a zombie texture or something and put it on. I don't think I have a zombie texture, but I'll check. So let's get a zombie texture and hold. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I am back. So what was I doing? Okay, taking all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Textures, right? All the way down here to zombie. Let's see what we got. This one. I got a lot of things to do today and so little time. Well, let's try to do the best I can. Oh, okay, I have all this stuff. Okay, so if you wanted zombie, it wouldn't be hard. You just have to make sure you get everything. So, the fingers and stuff, I'm not going to show that because, you know, you'd have to go in there and do that. But basically, you can make this into a zombie. You have the eyes and stuff. Remember that your texture for the zombie would have to include without the eyes because you get this little shadow thing under. So just make sure to do it without like the head or whatever. But basically, you can have a zombie rig and it, you know, would work. So I'm gonna undo all that. Okay. So back to the features. So you have the eyes and stuff. Pupil movement. Oh, I haven't turned them on. Sorry. So pupil movement right there. I might constrain it only to the eye, so it only goes like this. But you can go out of the eye if you want. Give yourself a cool Herobrine look or something. So I'm gonna just default this. Okay. Next we have pupil distance. Just goes like that. Give you that derpy look. Oh yeah. And then pupil size. Yeah, he's all messed up. Have this where the eyebrows actually move along with the eyes. I think it's cool. I might kind of give the eyebrows some movement themselves because in real life you're able to move your eyebrows while your eyes are closed. And this, it just moves along with the eyes. So I might change that a little bit up, but yeah. So, and then you have the eyebrow rotation, which is just simple. Okay. Next we have, I'm going to reset this, and reset that. Okay, that's good. Next we have the mouth, which is pretty cool. I made it so the teeth and stuff, they move along. I think part of this is from I forgot who, but I'm using the teeth from some pack or whatever. But let me know if that's not cool. I'll make my own teeth if that's not cool. But for right now, I'm just, you know, using this. All credits go to the person who made the teeth and mouth. I'm just using them. But I made it so that way the teeth can go in and stuff. In real life, the bottom teeth don't actually, or the top teeth don't actually move, so I might make it so they move a lot less. But the bottom teeth do move, so that's cool. I might make it that so the tongue actually moves too. So, and also notice that the jaw moves slightly, but not too much. I might change how that is, but for right now I kind of like it. Just subtle movements, you know. You have your expressions. You have your expressions right here. Mouth placement. Okay. Then you have fingers down here. Now you can. I wouldn't recommend it since I already have the controls for it, but you can do it manually. Or you can do it from the user data. So here I have it, so you can switch the rotation of the fingers, which is really cool for both hands. So you can choose which side they come on, and you can just open them up like that. And switch the rotation like this for whatever scene you're doing, and I can show you why that's so useful. Let me just put both hands out for right now. Put the rotation on their sides. Can't really see. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh. Oh, okay. So putting both of the rotations on their side like that, or you can do it up front and stuff, because you can move your hand. If you put your hand out and you start moving it, you notice that you have a lot of flexibility with that. So that's why I put that rotation in there. because in real life you have a lot of flexibility. Also notice that these hands, these arms, are a lot longer than normal Minecraft rigs. I put that in because I think, according to real life, you know, I try to go as close to real life because I'm a mocap artist. Go as much as to real life with Minecraft as I possibly can, so the look of scenes and stuff I just think should be more towards real life and give it more that realistic Minecraft style, but not too, you know, realistic. So putting the hands near the knees like in real life, it to me it just seems, you know, more natural. So yeah, so let's move on. You could dual wield in this rig. So I have, and the tools aren't all extruded. So far I only have the sword extruded and stuff for that really nice look. So you can dual wield on both of these, on both hands. And notice that the rotation is all weird over here. All you gotta do for that is just swing it forward, twist it, 180 I think, or 170, I don't know, I'll fix that. Or it might be 180. It's 180. Yeah. So yeah. So both of these swords are extruded, same exact tool set, same exact stuff. So basically you turn this off, you have iron. Here you have iron 2 and stuff. So it is kind of a little bit weird because you can twist these, right? So let me just do it with one hand. It might be a little bit simpler. Feel like I'm losing you guys. So you have all these tools and stuff, and the reason why it's in the middle is so that way the fingers can go around it if you so choose to. So I can put these fingers around the sword like that, and kind of animate it like that. So go like that. There we go. Something like that. I don't know. It's not perfect. You could probably move the sword, the tools up, which is probably what I'm gonna do. But again, all this stuff is a lot of this stuff is just work in progress stuff, things that I'm working on. So trying to be really original with all the things that I include in this rig and the things that trying to use for yeah. So these are all the tools and stuff. They're all good. Now if you want to twist it, like I said, it twists in your hand, so you don't have to do that manually. Also swing 180 degrees, so you can do a lot of cool stuff with that. So you can twist it while it's like that, but I wouldn't recommend that because it looks really weird. So it looks really weird, so don't do that. Just do one at a time, I guess. So yeah. And I have enchanted strength. Turn that up, but nothing happens, right? It's because you have it enable enchanted right here, so you can just, you know, enchant it right there. You can choose the enchantment strength, and it actually plays, so you can see it does that. I might change some of the animation features because it doesn't look. I want it to kind of go down and stuff, and do all this other crazy stuff. So that's the thing. So right now, this is how it looks. Just gives it that blue thing. I also have glow on it, so you can really make it glow for enchanted, or you can turn that off. So that's the same for both hands. Same exact stuff. Okay, and what else am I missing? I'm missing something else. Oh, the bow. Now, unlike a lot of other rigs, I have a bow included with this. So with this, you can draw. You can enable the enchantments, turn up the enchantment speed, or the enchantment strength, and you can also rotate the bow. Now you may be wondering why the bow is so weirdly placed. Well, that's because you can, for a real good look, let's see if I can get this done. Remember that I'm rushing, so it's kind of hard to do this. Let's see. So, if you position the arm like that, and you pull draw, you rotate it obviously it's not gonna look so great right now. I probably have to move the bow. So we're just gonna move the bow forward a little bit because it's supposed to be around the hand area. And if you put this hand right here, then this hand would be the drawing hand, and this hand would kind of hold it right here, if that makes any sense. So that's kind of why I put it right there, so that way this hand can be the drawing, the one that holds it, and the other hand could draw it. It's still in progress, but I'll handle that soon enough. So yeah, where is it? Okay. So just turn the bow off like that. Oh, and enchantments. Let me just push play so that way you can see what's going on. So it's going like that. There's none on the bowstring, just on the bow itself, and none on the draw or the grab handle, whatever you want to call it. Okie dokie. So we went through that. Also, I included shields on everything, and the shields are extruded. So I'm going to back up this really quick. Okay. So I included shields on both hands, and for some reason, oh, okay. Sorry. Shields for both hands. So there's one. Extruded, looks nice. Not too pretty, and the textures are down here, so you can make that inside reflective if you want and stuff like that. It's for both hands. So shield over here, nice. Fishing pole in progress. Not much going on there. Then I have another unique feature, back tools. So basically you can wield things on the back of you. You can equip things on the back. Same tool set. So, oh, actually it's not the same tool set. Oh, yes it is. So extruded sword. And the rest aren't because I haven't extruded everything else yet. Or extruded diamond sword, I should say. I still gotta extrude everything else, which takes a while. So you can just wield things on the back. I made it so that way the sword kind of sticks out a little bit more than everything else. And this is just, I don't know if I want to put two things on the back, so I have one crossing or not. But in the future, I may do that. Just not so sure because of when I tested it, it didn't really work out so well. So that's going on. You can also enable enchantments for that, and I forgot to put an enchantment strength, but I will eventually. Down here somewhere. Actually, it's down here. Or maybe I did. I don't know. Or maybe it's one of these. I don't know. So glow. Then you can equip the bow. All this stuff is just the regular stuff that had in your hand. So you can enchant that, equip it. Then I have another unique feature for armor. All the armor is extruded, but in a later version, I will have the regular old armor for those of you who just like the plain old-fashioned armor. But to me, I like the extrudes a lot better just because it gives it more of a different look than what you're used to, and I really like that. So I don't know. So basically, you see all these extrudes up here. It's not so detailed in the feet and in the helmet. It's not so extruded. I would say. I don't know. The depth isn't so much. So you can switch that to iron, diamond, and stuff. All the gold, iron, and diamond all have reflectivity elements on. So if you have HDR, which I have right here, then it really turns out to look really nice. So if I added a sky for environment, I added an HDR onto it. If I went to compositing, turned off the HDR seen by camera, and did that, you can see some of the reflective elements. Let me show you some of the other stuff. I have chest plate. So that's really extruded. You can see right there, it's really extruded, and I made it so it's pretty good with the back. It's still kind of messed up with the weighting and stuff, but I'm gonna fix it eventually. So using top back probably isn't the best option because, you know, you really got to align, but I tried my best to keep it so that way it still looks good. Yeah, keep it so it still looks good, but you can see that, you know, using top back probably won't work for you. But if you use just back, usually I made it so that way it does pretty good with back. Not the best, but, you know, it's a work in progress. I really like this kind of texture look. So, and if you did something other than leather, I don't have chainmail yet because chainmail's kind of complicated, but in later versions I will. Gold. So gold has that reflectivity, and it really looks nice later on when you have a lot of environmental things going on. So we'll make that diamond just because. I have arms. Arms is just the shoulders, so we'll make that diamond. Okay, and then we have leggings. And you can kind of see what's going on here. Everything. There's no actual, what do I want to call it? Waist. I want to say waist armor, because I don't think in the real Minecraft, in the Minecraft game, there is waist armor, but I might, you know, I may be wrong about that. So just let me know. So everything is extruded there, and it kind of looks weird, but when you're actually doing actual animation, it shouldn't look that weird, because the legs will actually flow back and forth, and you'll see the bends. Let me show you some of the bends in the leg. You can get a good idea of what's going on here. Now, the legs are a lot better than probably the chest. It's not that bad. But, again, it's still in you know, development. But it looks really nice because everything's reflecting off each other. So it really does kind of play into each other. I don't know. To me, I just think it should be like, armor should be more like a rubber element or something. Because to have metal move and bend and stuff, you would have to have some kind of, you know, like real metal, you know, or something. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I'm not good at explaining things, but hopefully you guys understand. Okay, let's move on. What else we got? Boots. There you go. Make those things shiny, and it kind of just adds on to the whole the leg, and it looks really nice when it's reflective. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Now, if you switch any of these to leather, I'll switch 2 of these things to leather, right? You can actually change the color of the leather. So just like in Minecraft, how you can dye things. So now you can have purple stuff with glossy. I don't know. Just change it up. Then you have the global settings. Now these don't mistake these for just the leather settings. Glow, enchantment strength, enable enchanted. Those are all for the whole armor. Not individual or anything. So if I set glow on, you're going to see there's a slight glow to the diamond armor. Not too much. If I put enable enchanted on, and then I move the enchantment strength, you can see what's going on. You can see that. And if I do that, then it will take a little bit longer to render, but you'll see that there's this really nice glow along everything. And if I press play, you can see that it's actually moving across the whole thing. So that's really, really cool. And that's it for all the tools, all the tools in the armor. Everything else is pretty much just accessories and nice stuff. So we're gonna go pretty far back. Actually, we're just gonna move his back so that way it's not so distorted, because that's kind of weird. We'll keep his leg like that though. So I'm gonna take off some of this armor so that way you guys can see what's going on. So all you gotta do is turn off equip for all these, and you just, you know, regular normal. So I have sunglasses, just the regular kind, and it has that reflectivity kind of thing on it, so that's pretty awesome. Eventually I'll extrude them a lot more, so right now I can just put a cloth tag on, or a cloth NURBS on them, and add some user data to that, and that should be good. So it's not that hard to do that. Next, I have a chest robe, something that I kind of modeled myself. Looks pretty awesome. Well, to me, I don't know. It was one of the first things I modeled in Cinema 4D, and it, you know, fell in love with it. So it's not that great, you know. I just put it on, but I'll weight it eventually. I just like it because, you know, it was one of the first things I did when I did Cinema 4D, so it has significance, you know. Okay, so facial features for hair. I have a lot of things to add for hair, but these are just some of the things. So a mustache. I used Voxygen to get a real model of a mustache, and I made it cubed, so that way it'd give it that Minecraft feel. And basically, when you talk with the mouth, it moves with you. So that's cool. That's really cool. And a lot of the facial hair features have that same kind of setting that I added. So if we go to beard, so top beard, bottom beard, hold up, okay, mustache beard, and mutton chops. So if I went all the way up and I started talking like this, you can see that a lot of the things kind of go around and they slightly change their scale. So that's pretty awesome. So we're gonna turn that off. Mutton chops. Then we're gonna go to medium hair. So that's medium hair. It's not too much. Then I have long hair. Now you can combine them together to make, you know, different hairstyles. Eventually I'll add more to the top hairs and stuff, like girl hairstyles and stuff. But for right now, these are the only hairstyles I have right now. So medium hair, long hair, then you can mix those together. And then I think that's it for that. So we're gonna turn those off. Then I have shirt, extruded shirt, right? So it bends, you know, along with the back, or it's supposed to. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, making sure. So I have those, or I have that, and then you can extrude the hair, just like it. So that's like the low preset of hair. Then you can add the medium hair, and then you can add the long hair. The thing with hair, though, it doesn't actually have a real texture on it. Actually, it does, but the scaling is a little bit off right now, so I'm gonna have to change that. Then the shoes, right there, you can extrude those babies out. So you have that, and you can change the color of them too. So then I have different hats, right there, right there. Right, crown, checkered hat, top hat. Not all those hats are mine. I got them from APAC. A lot of this stuff is pretty old. Some of this stuff that I'm borrowing or using. So I do want to give credit. So if you do see something in there that is yours, please let me know, because I don't want to use it without your permission. Again, you know, I'm not selling this rig for purchase. It's just for my personal use right now. So that was kind of like a disclaimer kind of thing. Equip cape. So I have a cape on. Now, I guess Steve was right there eventually, but that cape's going to bounce back in a second. Hopefully. Or not. I don't know. Sometimes it does its own thing. Hopefully it didn't crash. Welcome back. Last time we were talking, Cinema 4D crashed because of the cape that I tried doing. So we're going to try doing it again, but hopefully it works because we haven't messed with anything. I don't know. So I'm going to turn the eyes back on so that way I don't have to worry about Steve being all messed up. Turn the thickness on 1 and see what happens. Hopefully this works. No. Come on. Okay, so it's slowly going, but you can kind of see what's going on. So it works. It's just really slow right now. Okay, so maybe the cape needs some work, but it was working. If if I go to accessories, and notice that if you go to accessories, you can delete all of this or anything you don't need. So I have the cloth, extrude, hair, all the features in here. You can delete them to speed stuff up. I'm just making things more accessible so that way it's easier to use. So that's the robe, and this should be the thing. Now I may add more options so that way you guys can handle this from the beginning and not from the actual place. But again, all this stuff is work in progress stuff, and that's why, because it's in catch mode. And all this stuff is on. So if you do need to reduce lag when dealing with cloth, all you have to do is turn a lot of these options off except polygon. I'm gonna change that to 3. So now it should work a lot better. Yeah, there you go. So you can see the cloth. The cloth is going over there. It's making its way. There you go. It's kind of working. Usually the cloth is like right about his feet, but I guess it's stuck on something, or maybe it's too long. I don't know. So this is what the cloth looks like. If we go back to the settings, you can make the thickness a little bit more or a little bit less. It doesn't really matter. You can smooth it with hyper NURBS. I wouldn't go to like 4 or 3 if I were you. I'd probably stay at like 1. But it shouldn't really matter. There's also a robe collider. So I have this thing, if it shows. So this is for the front, which you'll see, and it's also partially for the back, and just a thing with the collider. And I also have this, which is a cloth collider, which is probably what it's getting stuck in right now. Yep. So if you need to, you can just move that forward. Oops, sorry. If you need to, you can just move this cloth collision. You move it forward a little bit if you're getting bugs and errors. And now you can see that it's kind of bouncing off that and coming into its own. Not really, but it would if it was in the right place. Still trying to figure out how to make cloth move exactly with Steve without it having to jump from one place to another. But when you animate starting from where you're at, it shouldn't do anything, but I don't know. It's still, everything's still in progress. I'm not the best at animating or rigging, but I just put all my knowledge into this rig, and so that's what I'm showing you guys right now. Let me actually delete this. It won't matter because I'm doing this. So here we have the robe, which I've modeled and stuff, which is pretty cool. And you can see it's acting all funky and stuff. That is because it's on 1 iteration, which means I gotta change it. So I'm gonna change it. Oh, it's probably because this stuff right here. Let's try this. Actually, I don't know what's going on. It's acting all funky, but usually it's not too, it's not bad. For right now, it's just doing some weird stuff. It's doing a lot of weird stuff. See if I can't get this to work. I don't know what's going on with it. It's acting all weird. Try taking out the PSR tag. Well, usually the cloth works, but I guess for this demonstration, it's not really. Oh wait. Oh, I know what's going on. Always clear your cache, guys. Always clear it. So let me take that off. Sorry about that. Always clear your cache. Put that to 8. Okay, so this is kind of what the robe looks like. Well, actually, you know what the robe looks like, but if Steve was up there where the robe was supposed to be, then it would be all right. But right now, it's doing some weird demon stuff to Steve, so it's crazy. But just know that all this stuff is work in progress stuff, so I'll eventually get back to it. Right now I'm just adding more features and then kind of making those features better. and this is one of the things on the checklist. So I think that's all the features and everything I need to talk about. I don't think there's anything else that I've missed. If you'd like to see more features, or if you'd like to support me on this, you can subscribe to support. If you want to see more features, you can definitely put them in the comments. I'll read all of them. So it's a work in progress, but it's a good work in progress. Still trying to fix a lot of things, still new to a lot of rigging elements and stuff, but over time I'll get better. So thank you. See you next time.